Hey, beautiful people, it's Rosalie. Welcome to the Rosalie Elliott Show, all about world music and psychology. Subscribe and join the ride. We're going around the world today, and I'm exploring an artist named Beth Hart. It's perfect for you.
She's like singing out of my soul. Sometimes we get lost in our own little world, but it's all so much bigger than we realize.
Beth Hart is from California. She began to play the piano at 4 years old, it says, concentrating on classical works by Bach and Beethoven. As she grew older, she began to play pieces by artists such as Etta James, Otis Redding, and Led Zeppelin. Oh, snap. Subscribe if you're new. Enjoy rides around the world with me as we explore world music, psychology, philosophy, learning about all kinds of things, and growing. Here we go. Oh, this woman got fire. I can already tell with her composure.
I'm under your spell. And it ain't nobody's business. I'm already there, child.
Slow down. I'm rewinding. This woman already has a lot of fire. The way she's moving around, that tight little black dress, the way she's got her hair in that beachy wave look, her tattoo, the shoes, her whole attire, she gives off that, ooh, she's a bad mama jamma. You don't mess with that type of woman. I like it. Okay, let me start over. And her voice, like, what is happening?
I'm under your spell. And it ain't nobody's business. I'm already there, child. And it ain't nobody's business. Shame. Every time he walks out the door, I wonder, is he ever coming back? I can't help but love the taste of danger, babe, and the howl and the wind and the rough of his hand. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with this man. I got caught out in the rain. I heard him crying in his sleep last night. No man wants to be told that he's been crying. When he wakes up, I tell him he's gonna be alright. But I know that he knows that I'm just a lion. I heard he shot a man in the street, and it tore his soul apart. Last night when he was making love to me, there was another woman in his heart. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love with this man.
There's no way.
I come round
This woman is nuts.
by the
Amazing.
Friday's bed. I look to the ceiling. I come down by the side of his bed. I look up to the ceiling and I say, God, don't take my man. 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 I don't want to live without a man. I don't want to live without a man. I don't want to live without a man.
This ain't possible. Oh, yeah, man. Standing ovation for real. How can one person be this talented? How can there be so much talent in one person? That woman is fire. I mean, that she has so much appeal, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, that is a woman. That is a woman. I mean, some of this stuff nowadays, where ladies are told to look or do a certain thing or try to present themselves a certain way, or women are looking for some type of attention, right? You got women who are trying to be attractive or what a woman is supposed to be. And ironically, it often shoots in the foot because it's so opposite of what we were designed to create it to be. And then it comes across as cheap, or it loses its value, not in intrinsic, inherent human value, but in the sense of it's just cheap. It's nasty. It's just, and then you see a woman like this and it's like, that's a woman. Like, this woman has got so much appeal, so much fire, so much strength, beauty. I mean, there's so much just, ooh. And then she opens up her mouth. I realized I did see her song with Joe Bonamassa, I'd Rather Go Blind. Her voice is described as dynamic, I think that word doesn't even do it justice. Dynamic contralto vocals, right? She has this amazing range that taps into a lot of those in that lower range, a lot of rasp and richness. Contralto, she can belt, she can soar higher to those high notes with a lot of force. Her voice is also described as gritty. I think that's fitting, very gritty, soaring. She soars through those notes. It's also described as visceral, and I think visceral is a really fitting word because visceral is something that you can feel, something instinctual, something that you can feel in your base emotions. It's earthy, it's crude. Beth Hart, her voice and her whole aura, it's even beyond the vocals, okay? It's also her persona. I feel like the way we perceive music and artists and people is the full package. We're holistic beings, and I think we perceive different things. If she came up and she was of a different stature or different persona or look, and then she opened her mouth, her vocals would be just as impressive. But I think her attire, her persona, the way she's feeling the music, the way she gets down on her knees, her strength, that force, I think adds to the delivery of the voice. Kind of like when we think of food or a painting. You can have a beautiful painting, but then if it's presented in a beautiful frame or on this beautiful golden platter, it adds to it, right? If you have a delicious meal, but now you're served on a plastic paper plate or paper plate, it's not going to be the same experience like on a beautiful actual plate. Drinking out of a real glass. On that note, cheers. So there's this whole package of what I'm perceiving here. The way she was dressed, very attractive and sensual, but without being perverse, right? Without being like, look at me. Sorry, that was weird looking. That was really weird looking. That was perverse. Without being, just coming across as nasty or cheap. Like I said, a real woman, being herself, presenting her art, showcasing the song, right? The way she's engaging with the microphone and with the other musicians and with the instruments, the way she's getting down on her knees as she's getting ready to sing about how she pled or prayed or pleaded for God not to take her man, okay? She's not just standing there singing, she is feeling the music. She is being the music. And so visceral, feeling something down into your core, into your earthy nature, is fitting to me because that's what her voice does. This is the type of music you feel in your whole body, and it's like, oh. How do you paint a picture to describe that? Phenomenal. And then keep in mind, this was live, you guys. This was freaking live. To me, this woman is like a legend, like Tina Turner and the likes. These legends that have come before or that are still here and that are bringing in so much class and sass and art. This is one of those things where I understand when people say, this is music, okay? Not 3 chords strung together with a beat. This is music. And of course, that music is subjective and there's different things that touch us in different ways and we relate to in different ways because they tie to our identity formation or to memories of the past. And so it wouldn't be my place to tell another person, what you love and what has shaped your identity isn't music. What I like is music, right? But then there are truly things where I would say one thing takes much more work in art than the other. And to me, so while music is subjective and there's a lot of different things we could call music, I can relate when people say, now this is music. There's so much here, from her gritty, visceral vocals, that rasp, the growl, that fry, to the vocal range, to the breath control, to the way she would open up her voice, to the way that she would scream and cry through her voice and grit it all together, the way she would open up her vocal box and just belt, to the way that she would carry the song, to the way that the e-guitar played together with her. That solo was beautiful. The drums, the riffs that built the feeling of all of this, the lyrics. I mean, there's so many layers here. This was crazy good. I'm under your spell, ain't nobody's business. And the way she whispered that and that airiness and that suspense, right? The feeling of passionate intimacy that's being brought in here at first. Every time he walks out the door, I wonder if he's ever coming back. It made me think, completely different song, completely different genre, but theme-wise, it made me think of songs like Jolene, right? This idea of, please don't take my man from me, I love him. And there's many songs like it, of course, right? Again, different genres, different feeling, maybe even different lyrics, but it's this idea of is my baby coming back to me? I want my baby back. I want my man back. I can't help but love the taste of danger. And now this line, since we're also talking about psychology, is a key line. Because at first, if someone were to say, I'm under your spell, ain't nobody's business, one could argue, okay, this is just about being in love with someone. You're mesmerized with someone, but it's nobody's business. It's between you and I. Even when she says every time he walks out the door, is he coming back? At first sight, that could be interpreted as, well, life's unpredictable. Tomorrow isn't promised. When our spouse, our loved one walks out the door, we don't know if that's the last time that we'll see them. But then you keep hearing the lyrics and you're starting to get this sense of, wait a minute, maybe he's not ever coming back because he's not loyal, or this is not a solid relationship. Maybe this is a one-sided, unrequited love situation, right? The drama is kicking in and the way that her voice is building and the song is building. We're now realizing the picture's coming together like puzzle pieces. We're now realizing this is more than just, I love somebody. I hope they'll come back. I hope I get to see them again. Okay. And then that line, I can't help but love the taste of danger, to me implies, oh snap. We're talking here about a relationship that's either unrequited or someone you shouldn't be loving or being with. Maybe there's infidelity going on. Or, however, a man that is not true to her. There's danger. He's a red flag. He ain't good for her. But she loves the taste of danger. She wants that bad boy. And the how and the when and the roughness, baby. Okay, now we're getting more sexual and more playful. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. I'm in love. And the way that she's saying that, it was like, ooh, she's in love. Like, ooh. It makes me think, I think that our husbands, for the ladies out there, want that type of love. A woman that's like, I'm in love, And I think that desire is understandable and relatable just as much, because when women hear certain songs or see certain movie scenes, they long also for a certain type of protection, or a man that's mesmerized and only has eyes for a woman that chooses her, that adores her above all else, right? Those covenant eyes that say, I just want you. Yes, there's a sea of beautiful options, but I'm blind to them. I'm not going to engage in that. I'm not going to turn my head towards that. I want you. Right? Just as much as a woman longs for that type of love and protection and adoration, I think men also wouldn't mind a woman that says, ooh, I'm in love. Like, I don't care. I'm going to stay out in the rain. I heard him crying in his sleep last night. No man wants to be told he's been crying. When he wakes up, I tell him it's going to be all right. But I know that he knows that I'm just relying. Now, I thought she sang lying in the lyrics. I know that he knows I'm just lying. That's what I thought I heard. I heard he shot a man down in the street and it tore his soul apart. Okay, so I heard him crying in his sleep, right? He had night tremors or night terrors, woke up crying. She heard it. And no man likes to be told that, though, right? Men hardly cry. Many men don't cry. And if they do, they don't want to be called out on it. They don't want it to be a thing. It's a very intimate, personal thing. Let's not talk about it. I heard he shot a man down in the street and it tore his soul apart. So last night when he was making love to me, there was another woman in his house. Oh, dang. So it's getting bad. Somebody got shot. There's another woman involved. So this whole climax, this whole transition is going from, I love him, I don't mind getting wet in the rain, to, oh, dang, somebody got shot. And there's another woman. I got caught out in the rain. If I die, I don't care. And then as she gets on her knees and talks about God, what does it say? Don't take my man. I won't kiss until I got a spell. I got nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business. His name, his pain. Oh, dang. That's that type of love song. That's that type of song where there's suffering. There's turmoil and trauma. Something's hurting. And she conveyed that with her vocals so powerfully. This was nuts. This woman is amazing. Whew. Comment below. What do you think? Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo.